Hey, what is going on my fellow godlies and Warframe enthusiasts around the world? I am Vance, bringing you yet another episode of Warframe Rapid Fire Devil Builds with Blood Altar Inaros. Okay, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. Inaros is super powerful. There's not a lot of good ways to bring him down. Even without, an augmentation from the Helminth Charger, there's just really no good way to bring this guy down. He is so powerful. So let's get straight into this build and show you why you need to be using him more often. Corrosive Projection is present here, and also Rush, because, you're so powerful that you really just need something for utility, and I feel like speed is always good for DPS. Rage will generate energy for you as long as you're getting damaged, and you're going to be getting damaged a lot because you're a health tank. You have Umbral Fiber here, Negation Swarm, so that way status effects don't stick to you at all. You have Prime Vigor, you have Blind Rage, Firewalker, just because why not? Adaption, Vitality, and then Arcane Grace combined with Arcane Guardian. So tanky. So my primary is probably the weakest link within this loadout. I use it just because, he's a god and I feel like he needs to wield a staff. But if you do manage to strip them of their armor or use this with a chroma, it's really powerful if you use Malignant Force, Rhyme Rounds, Infected Clip, Hellfire, Serration, Thermite Rounds, Split Chamber, and then your Riven, which gives you magazine capacity, and then overall crit damage. I would actually re-roll this, but I'm not using Javelok too much recently. It is important to note that it's a 4 out of 5 Riven disposition, so you can really get the most out of this if you re-roll it. Now, for the secondaries that I'm using, I tend to use this with my melee because throwing weapons will be wieldable with secondary weapons. So to show you the combination here, I call this gun the Therapist. It is the Catch Moon Chamber, the Splat Loader, and the Haymaker Grip. On top of that, the build consists of Prime Target Cracker, Barrel Diffusion, Frostbite, Pistol Pestilence, Prime Pistol Gambit, Hornet Strike, Lethal Torrent, Hydraulic Crosshairs, and a Suppress. At one point I was using this for Avara, but I'm no longer using it for her, so I just still have this mod there. I also have the Pack Seeker. Pack Seeker says that on headshot kill, you'll have a 100% chance for 4 projectiles burst from the target and seek the heads of nearby enemies. I'll try to demonstrate that, but it's pretty straightforward. You get a kill with a headshot, and then it results in all the enemies around them also getting damaged, which the damage is pretty good, so that's one thing to take note of. This is also the Path Assist, which you get from the Deimos boss. It's like an infested stalker type guy. You have to kill him with a lantern. It's very, very annoying. I have Gleaming Talon here with Virulent Scourge, Voltaic Strike, Sacrificial Pressure, Sacrificial Steel, Organ Shatter, Berserker, Blood Rush, and Condition Overload. Pretty expensive for Forma setup, but I think that it's worth it because it's super powerful and it is definitely the star of this loadout. For companions, I am using Warfinks, which is the Vampire Kavat. I have Prime Animal Instinct, Bite, Prime Pack Leader, Maul, Draining Bite, Transfusion, Sharpened Claws, Link Armor, Link Health, and Fetch. So one thing that's very, very important about this companion is the fact that it's able to drain health from enemies. So, Vasquez Kavat Bite deals 400 damage and restores 10% health to itself. So it's got a lot of health to restore for itself, and plus you're running the Prime Pack Leader, so whenever you're using your melee, which you will use often, even if it's just using it as a projectile or up close and personal, you'll really keep this Kavat alive at all times. It also has that transfusion. When its master is bleeding out, the Vasca Kavat sacrifices 20% of its health to raise them. Really good because some of the time the sarcophagus is very buggy. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's supposed to drain enemies' health in order to revive himself. It doesn't do that very, very well, so I have transfusion here because it has amazing synergy with Inaros. Not that you're ever going to be going down, because it's really hard to bring this cat down. But I am using Zenuric for more than just energy purposes. I've discussed it in the past, but I use Void Singularity. Void Mode pulls enemies within 20 meters towards the operator and costs an additional 2 energy per second. I use this because it groups enemies together. This means I don't have to waste any of my helmet augments for ensnare or larva. I can just use my operator, pull them very, very close, and then start doing massive damage to them. So it's very important that you use Zenuric for that reason. Zenuric is not present here for energy gain. So I'm going to demonstrate this like I always do with the level 170 heavy corrupted gunners. We'll load up on our Scarab Swarm. It's not going to matter too much, but what we want to do here immediately is go into Void Mode and start pulling everyone into the vicinity. Once they're really, really grouped up, you just start meleeing. What I love about the Pathicist is that it also spawns maggots that will attack the heavies. So they will be preoccupied fighting off bugs while you're just going to town with this melee. And to be honest with you, I have no idea what on earth in this loadout is causing them to lose their armor, but it does benefit Inaros quite a bit to attack enemies without armor. So that's really, really nice. We didn't even lose a lot of our Scarab Swarm armor, so we're going to do that again. Get them nice and grouped up. And this time you can really see, because last time they spread out quite a bit, and once they're grouped, they die a lot faster. So again, now I'm going to show you a little bit more gameplay involving the weapons at hand. So I will throw that into the group. And the cursor is a little bit weird with the kit gun. You really kind of have to aim the reticle at the bottom part of the circle to get headshots. And if you do start to lose health, you can always cast Blood Altar, and that is way better than Devour. Devour takes way too long to get health back. So now you see those streams of projectiles which effectively killed another enemy. And there you go, there's the trails that killed another enemy. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rally up the rest of these guys to demonstrate one more time the effectiveness of the Path Assist. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Inaros, again, we're at 61% Scarab armor, dealing with those guys directly. We just face tanked them, and it really didn't affect us at all. So, and War Sphinx is at full health. I mean, we really came out of this without hardly any scratches on us at all. And it's just very, very impressive. So it makes me wonder, what on earth can even bring down a maxed out Inaros like this? If you have the Blood Altar and the Scarab Swarm, there's very little possibility that anything's going to be able to bring you down. Plus, you have your Kavat that can raise you as soon as you go down. And because the Kavat has so much health with 10,296. It'll be very easy to heal them. It'll be very easy for them to heal themselves. This is absurd, guys. This is a very, very powerful build. So if you liked it and you learned something from it, it always helps if you smash that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, this has been Vance, signing out. Peace.